Hello, I hope you're doing great. Recently, someone requested me for some information on how to create real-time charts in Blazor. Today, we are going to see a small example with one of the ways in which you can simulate or do real-time um, charts in Blazor. Now, before we continue, please remember to visit fairplaytube.bticostarica.com, click the Buy Me a Coffee icon, and select a donation of your preference. This will help us to keep the videos free for you. And thanks to the persons who have been helping. I really appreciate it. Remember that there are individual support and also you can support individually with your specific amount, and you can also support monthly with the subscriptions memberships. Okay, so let's continue. So in here we are seeing this chart, and as you can see, this chart is being updated constantly. Basically, I did randomize the values uh, using a timer so we can simulate the real time for this specific example. So let's see how you can do that. Let's go to Visual Studio, and as you can see in here, I have the index.razor, which has a DX chart because I am using the DevExpress components for Blazor. And here we have a couple of series, and these are actually based on the DevExpress examples, the ones that they have in the page. So you see this one has the 0 to 14 years category or series, the series for the 15 to 64 years, the series for 65 years and older, and we have the legends in there. Now you can see that in here I am getting the data from a data provider using this query data, right? And then I am assigning the data to this charts data. Ignore the observable collection. Um, the observables are actually supposed to detect the changes automatically, but apparently with this version of DevExpress, and they do not have support for observable items, so they do not automatically detect the changes in a specific element in the array. Um, so you actually need to reset the whole variable your charts are being bound to. So you can have a list, an array, or whatever else in here that you will need to do the same, at least with this version of the DevExpress controls. When I saw the documentation, there was in the forums, there was someone requesting about this, and the DevExpress team mentioned that they did not have support for the observables, that they might implement it in the future. Now, the DevExpress version I am using is not the latest version, so I'm not sure if in the latest one um, they may have it. I do not have access to the latest version. So yeah. Uh, so how do we simulate the continuous ingest ingestion of the updated data? So basically in here what I did is I use a timer and an interval, right? So the timer currently is running every 500 milliseconds, and the elapsed event is going to be executed every 500 milliseconds, right? So what I do is I get all of the items in the array. I modify the population or whatever value that will change the graph. I will randomize it, and then I will assign again the charts data with the modified items collection, right? We invoke the state has changed, so the rendering, to force the rendering, right? And that will do it, of course. Remember that you need to do the timer dot start, so the interval starts running and the elapsed can be reached. Then the other couple of things we have is the interface, the population, the class with the items, the custom data provider, which is basically some static data being returned. And in the program.cs, we have the add dev express Blazor to register all of the Blazor components and services, and the add transient to indicate that this interface is going to have this implementation, and this interface is the one that we have injected in the page and the one we are using to retrieve the data. So yeah, this is one of the ways in which you can simulate real-time charts in Blazor. Thank you very much and have a great day. Hopefully this has been useful for you. And remember, visit fairplaytube.bdicostarica.com, click the Buy Me a Coffee icon, and select a donation of your preference. Have a great day.